Having a hard time saving. The last video was or the interview was really big, so I'm trying to delete a bunch of stuff off my computer so I'm able to convert these before they get lost in time.
I don't know if you can try to make it into a zip file. That may work.
It's a good idea. I'm just like deleting everything on here I don't need, which isn't even that much, but I guess that's what happens when you buy a laptop that's under, or a notebook that's under $500. I totally saw this coming.
Can happen. Yeah, because I was gonna ask, like, because do you still have stored those videos?
What's that?
You still have stored those past videos?
Yeah, I deleted those, and it made enough room so I can record, or I can convert the other few, and now I'm just like deleting whatever documents I don't need and stuff like that. But I have them saved on Yahoo, so, or I mean on YouTube.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it seems pretty tough. Because I mean, I could always try on my, like, next time we can always try on my computer. I like, this computer was kind of like one of those where it was deleted from inventory, so they were just having to sell out the rest of them. But it's like some pretty good internals. It's like a $750 computer, and I got it for like $270.
Nice.
So because like just how they like do the clearance, they like do it like at different levels, and after then they just really clearance it out. So I was like, I'll get it. So maybe next time I can try it out and see how it goes on my computer if you don't mind.
Okay.
So yeah. And I like Marcy, wait, that was you, Marcy, that said agreed the content in our principles are effective.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah. So I agree. So yeah. And everybody, right? Everybody thinks we just keep the charter the same, right?
I think it's working pretty well. I think our team dynamic and structure is working fine. Everything's getting done. I haven't had any problems. So I think the interview went good, and I'd say our participation was definitely there and our performance was there. So yeah, I think we're doing solid.
Yeah, no beef yet. Still got one more week though. Anything?
Something can happen, right? WWE comes out, and then just. Ooh. All right.
Nah.
In my house, it's the Hulk.
The Hulk. Oh, there you go.
Okay, so I think we're on the questions towards the bottom here, and some of it we've already started to discuss. But how did it go? Oh.
Smoothly. It was informative. It wasn't excessive. It was.
I think it was relatable. Very relatable.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Okay. Because there was like, did you guys think? Because to me, whenever I've had to do interviews or whatnot, and whenever I decide to try to explain things, they become very tough. But in the past, I've also tend to go away from the question and never come back to it. So did you guys think that we were able to, stick to the topic, like for how did it go? Just that it wasn't going ahead and going off topic, basically.
I think we stayed on topic.
Yeah, I think we got all our questions answered and covered the bases we planned on covering, which is like pretty cool,
So we met the objectives of our interview plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's that. Did we learn much about whatever topic we decided to focus the interview on? I would say absolutely.
Our topic was Raphael, and I think we did we did focus on him and learn a lot.
Well, and teamwork, right? I really enjoyed and appreciated Raphael's perspectives around all of the areas we focused on.
Mm-hmm.
What I really appreciated most was just your, I call it F, right, in the MBTI Myers-Briggs type, that not a lot of managers really come from a place of making decisions from a feeling versus thinking point of view. And so it was a good reminder. It's one of the things that I knew, but in terms of learning was reminded of, for example. And how that ties to building teams, right? Because when Ethan brought up buoyancy, I think a lot of your success as a manager is in being buoyant probably comes from being mindful of people. Are you guys all sleeping? Did I put you to sleep?
I'm trying to think about how to put that down into words. Learning how to interviewee.
Yeah, well, we decided to focus on teamwork, and I think we did. We learned that there are.
Well, it seemed like we almost took we focused a bit on leadership. Do you guys think we focused on leadership more than teamwork, or do you think it was an even balance?
I'd say it weighed heavier on leadership.
Which, I mean, that's a really important aspect of teamwork, and I think we're all little leaders in this group. So I think that was like a good focus besides just teamwork, just the leadership aspect of it.
So do you like what I'm writing here? Just in terms of the different examples.
Yes.
Offered that gave us new ways of approaching teamwork.
Okay.
Hey, real quick, Raphael, do you plan on like staying with Walmart and becoming a manager? Because my dad's neighbors, they're both married and they both manage separate stores in the same city, and they're loaded. Like, they make a lot of money.
I was gonna say, one of the things, like, I mean, if I wasn't moving to Grenada this fall and living there for the next 3 years, I would definitely kind of think about maybe that opportunity. It would have been pretty nice because, I mean, yeah, I've heard some pretty interesting things about how they're paid for kind of the upper management, and it would have been nice. I mean, they get some pretty nice bonuses as well. And I mean, kind of like whenever I started working there, it kind of looked like it would be a goal is to get up there. I was thinking about it kind of, yeah. But,
Yeah, they manage different Walmarts in San Diego.
ooh,
So
yeah.
they're like the big dog managers, and they work different shifts, so they're like never home.
But they're loaded.
Yeah. They're loaded.
Of course. Oh man. Well, you know, you get what you get, but hey, successful in their ways, right? I have to say, yeah, that would have been a pretty good idea. I was thinking, man, life just hit me. You know, for my fiance's vet school in Grenada, like, uh, couldn't really keep moving up too far. I got my year-long evaluation, and like my manager, she was just telling me how, of course, with the evaluation for a short period of time whenever I first started as a department manager, the procedures, the actual like technical side is what I need to work on, because I was not knowing what a department manager needs to do at all. And once I did actual training, she was like, you just stepped up and you were able to succeed in that. So she was like, you know, I can't match you to exceed expectations throughout the rest of the year. And so, okay, well, that would have been nice. That would have been something, but yeah.
So,
All right.
hey, I'm good. No, not today. I'm good. Thank you so much. No, that's okay. Have a good night. Okay, so what did we learn about in-depth interviewing as a data gathering technique?
It's a great way to gather experiences, you know, real world applied experiences rather than just out of a textbook.
Yeah. Taking in his accounts, and just reflecting on his experiences, and you know, just how to apply that to the concepts we've learned and whatnot.
And wow, thank you. And
Okay, off you go. Please.
say that again, Sarah. So
Like against
what did you
theory.
say about our own experiences?
Don't laugh at me, but I forgot what I just said 2 minutes ago. What?
No, that's okay.
And my cat ran up here, pushed some buttons.
Like about application of what we learned in textbook. Is that?
Oh yeah, just taking in. Sorry, now I remember what I said. Taking in his accounts and just reflecting on his experiences and how to apply that to the concepts we learned, and just like keeping up and taking the notes while he's talking. That was, you know, that was a learning experience in its own on the data part of an interview.
Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. So what I really liked about it is that we could kind of, I felt like the interview really just flowed. In some ways we kind of went along with Raphael as he was explaining his experiences, and then we would catch on to things that we appreciated or thought were interesting and could ask the follow-up questions. But we also, Sarah, I think you did it a couple of times. You came back to your planned questions, and we also were able to stay on track with our areas of focus. So as far as learning about in-depth interviewing and data gathering, I thought we did a really good job there. Just to pat us on the back.
I think it was really, yeah, I think it was well done. I mean, because I felt like that whenever you guys were asking me questions though too, definitely a purpose. You know, it actually was relevant. There was something that needing to be asked, and it was asked. So like with an interview, you can really kind of get more also the emotion, and but also, yeah, those kind of direct responses to that question. because it's on the spot too. If you get something that's more written and just you write down response to data gathering, then I feel like you lose the on the spot responses that could just be more accurate and actually more real. So
yeah, it was like a good balance between staying on track like we planned, but yet letting it be free flowing. So I'm pretty impressed that our interview didn't just turn into like some random cloud of, it was actually, like Marcy said, we were able to kind of come back to some of our planned questions and cover what we plan to cover. So it worked out pretty good.